Hi everyone and welcome to And So On. My name is Lisa and today I have a whole bunch of makes to show you that you haven't seen yet. So I hope everyone is enjoying this glorious summer. I hope that you have really gotten a chance to enjoy it, to be with family and friends. I know that we have really had a great summer and we've even had a few guests, which hasn't happened in so long. So it's been really, really nice. However, it's gone by so fast. It's just crazy. The kids start back at school on the 8th of September. They cannot wait. They would go tomorrow if I let them. They're so excited. And I have this whole pile of makes that goes back to probably June. And I had planned to do like multiple videos and show them to you in little chunks and themes and blah, blah, blah. But I realized if I don't show them to you now, it's gonna be fall. So I may as well just put in one big, and I know that I love watching big juicy videos full of makes. So let me tell you first what I'm wearing. This, I need to look at my Instagram because this was a couple years ago. Oh no, you're kidding me. It went all the way back to my current Instagram. I've got to go back 2 years. Momentito. Okay, found it. So this, what I'm wearing right now, and I'll put in a picture of me wearing, like standing up so you can see it better. But this is a retro pattern, a vintage pattern, Butterick 3250 from 1985. And I made it in Blackbird fabric, viscose linen noil in the color camel. So this is like a very comfortable romper. I only wear it when it's really, really hot, which it is. If you don't like things that wrinkle, you won't like this because it gets rumpled really, really easily. It doesn't really bother me. I gave it a quick steam before I started today, but overall, it doesn't bother me at all. One change I made since I first made it is I added just a strip of jersey just across the bust. So literally from side seam to side seam, and then I put it into the channel here so that I would have sort of a bit of a built-in bra, because I don't like wearing strapless bras. They're so uncomfortable, especially in the summer. So if I can find a way to not have to, well, you guys know this. If I can get out of wearing a bra, I'm happy. Anyway, so that's what I'm wearing today. Now, I have this whole pile of stuff here. I have 10 makes, 10 and a half actually. I'll show you that later, but I have 10 makes to show you. So I hope that you have a cup of something delicious, and here we go. So I'm not going to change into all of these. I'm going to show you photos. I hope that's good enough. It is so toasty here. I can't bear to put anything else on. So my first make is this Kalle shirt dress, midi length, from Closet Core Patterns in Atelier Brunette. Viscose, Atelier Brunette viscose that I got from Nunoya in Barcelona. So this was a bit of a disaster, if I'm honest. Okay, I saw a midi version. I will put in a picture and tell you the Instagram handle for this girl. I saw her make this midi version of the Kalle, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. And so I immediately wanted to make it. I cut it. I sewed it. I was taking extra care because this Atelier Brunette viscose is precious and pricey, and I wanted to like really do it justice. I wanted to wear it a ton. And when I got to the point that I had done everything except the button placket, or I hadn't put in the buttons yet, I was like, okay, do I really want buttons in this? Because I had first put it on just with a tank top underneath, and I loved kind of the open nature of it. And I thought, do I really need buttons? I thought, okay, I'm gonna put one buttonhole. I'm gonna put it right here. And then disaster struck because I went to put a bit of fray check before I cut into it, because I discovered that's the key, is you put the fray check on first, you let it dry, and then you cut open the buttonhole, and that's how it's nice and crisp. And when I took off the lid, somehow it took off the cap within the lid. And I went like this to put a drop, and I poured half the bottle of the fray check. It's a small prim fray check on my dress. I was totally devastated. I'll put in some pictures. I put it on Instagram. I probably made the exact wrong decision in that the first thing I did was put it underwater. That was probably not the right decision. I probably should have just scraped it off or wiped it off, but there was a lot of fray check. I first tried to use alcohol. That did not work. I soaked it in alcohol for ages. That didn't work. Finally, I used acetone, which is nail polish remover, and that worked. So it's like 99% gone. Obviously, it went through the wash a couple times. There's one edge here that's come out that I'm gonna have to seal as well. This is like 98% better. I honestly thought that this dress was a goner. So I'm really happy. Okay, so I'm gonna put in some pictures of me wearing it. I can wear it with a belt so that it's shorter and like a little more knee length, or I can just wear it open and flowy, which I also really, really like. I've worn it quite a bit. It's something that, again, when it's hot, it just kind of is breezy around you. I can also definitely see wearing it in the fall with like a cardigan and some boots. So yeah, very, very happy with how this turned out, even though it was a little scary there for a bit. One more dress. This is the Covil Dress by Winsome Goods. And I saw this dress on Pinterest and I reached out to the designer to see if they would give me a review copy because I'd never heard of them before and I was really curious to see. I am waiting on the physical copy of the pattern. This is my toile. So take this as a toile. I have some silk on the way, some Liberty silk on the way from Minerva that I'm going to make my good one out of. So I will go more into the pattern then. But I just really loved this side panel detail. Can you see that? So it kind of goes down really nicely. Now, this current version, I noticed that where this panel is does not correspond to where my bra strap is. I can wear it without a bra if I want to. I think if you were making this and wanting to wear it with a bra, which mostly I would, certainly if I'm wearing silk, I'm gonna have to wear a bra. You might want to play with where this pattern is, where this, placket, patch, whatever you want to call it is. It's a 3/4 length. It's reversible, so you can wear it this way, you can wear it that way. My husband does not like this one. He calls it my burlap sack. But I really like it. I'm not going to say it's the most flattering in this chambray. So this is chambray from Pugu Textiles. I honestly wanted to just have a go at the pattern because I did have the digital version. I'm waiting on the paper version. So I thought, let me give it a go. And I had the chambray on hand, even though it's a little bit thicker than what the regular one would be. But again, just when I'm heading out and it's hot, I really like it. I might actually shorten the next one to knee length rather than that 3/4 length. I don't know, we'll see. I'll put in some pictures of me wearing it out to dinner. And I do really like that cutout in the side. It's got just like that little something. I love things that are simple, but just have that little something extra. And I think this one has that. Okay, on to separates. So let me start with my first pair of proper trousers. These are the Nita trousers by Nicole Studio, and I'm giving away a copy of this pattern. So have a look, and if you like it, make a comment below. Let me know what you would like your Nita trousers to look like, what color, what fabric, something so that I know that you are interested in this pattern. And then I will draw next week for the winner to get a copy of the Nita trousers. Okay, mine are in navy stretch suiting. It's blowing out a little bit here. They're actually very, very dark. Well, that's closer. They're dark, dark navy. They have pockets on the front, pleats, full, a zipper, zip fly, back, back pleats, and a back pocket. So this was my first, what do we call this pocket? I'll put it on the screen, I forget. This is my first pocket of this kind. Nicole always has really, really great instructions, and so it's okay. The corners aren't fabulous, but it's okay. There are also cuffs on the bottom, very kind of retro. These look great on. They fit me to a T, or at least they did the last time I wore them, which was in June, because it's way too hot to wear them right now. I know I'll get a lot of wear to them in the fall. I may actually end up taking out these bottom, this cuffed hem. I don't know that I love that specifically, but they turned out great. And in this stretch suiting, they feel really like professional and really swish. To go with them, I had a little bit of extra fabric. And so I made an Ogden, a cropped Ogden. So I just cropped it off so that it would hit right at the waist. I can tuck it in a little bit. I may have been a little overzealous in the cropping and I didn't have room for a skinny hem, or at least I haven't done it yet. So I've just zigzagged the hem. I don't know if you can see that. And then I may end up turning it up and doing a skinny hem. I might just leave it. I don't know yet. I'll put in some pictures of me wearing them. I can also link to the Minerva post that I did on these pants. Highly recommend if you want to try your first pair of, you know, tailored trousers. I would definitely give these a try. Not only are there excellent instructions, she also has a video sew along. So every single step she has all mapped out for you. And I absolutely used it for every single step. It was really, really helpful. So then after finishing those, I thought, well, those would make super cute shorts. So I did a shorts hack. And this is in linen. This is linen from Pugu Textiles, which is a local Catalonian fabric supplier. All I did with this is shorten them. What I didn't remember to do is to make the portion that's going to be the hem come out a bit again, so that as you fold it up, it's the right shape. So they're a little close to the body on the legs. Like when I sit, I may even open up this seam here and turn them and like do like a little split hem, but I wear them a lot. I didn't do the back pocket on this one. I was like, yeah, no, that's fine. One thing I did do that was kind of fun is I used some of the leftover fabric from my pajamas to line the waistband, because I have a pair of J. Crew pants or J. Crew shorts that I really love that have cotton on the waistband. And then I also used a twill tape to finish that said inner waistband. And that's what they also did on these J. Crew shorts that I have. So the only problem with these, I also did the this on the back of here as well. The only problem with these, well, first of all, I couldn't for the life of me find like a neutral color, like anything near this color in a zipper. It was basically this color or black, and I didn't want to wait. So it's in this lighter color, not ideal. The other thing is that when I do them up and I do up the little hook, can you see there? You can kind of see the zipper a little bit. It doesn't sit perfectly flat. I find myself wanting to like pull it over just a bit more. Like I want this to sit over just a little bit more. It looks fine when I'm doing it here. When there's a person on, you can kind of see from there, like it's kind of pulling away. I don't know if anyone knows of a tutorial on how to place the hook so that it's in the right spot. But yeah, like that part's not the cleanest. You can see this edge a little bit. That said, they're really nice shorts. They're very comfortable. I would absolutely do a second pair. They are, oh, I ended up doing a really, really skinny hem. So I'll show you what they look like when I first finished them. That's when I did the double hem. They were very leggy. Do you remember the Nair commercial from the 90s? Who wears short shorts? Nair for short shorts. If you dare wear, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I felt like I was wearing the short shorts, and I actually wore heels with it because I thought, hey, embrace. If you're gonna wear short shorts, put the heels on with them. But after a day like that, I was like, no, too short. And so I just took it down, I zigzagged the edge, and I just turned it up. What's that, a centimeter? And that's done just fine for me. They're still, you know, on the shorter side, but really comfortable. And this linen now is starting to break in a bit more, which is awesome. And so they're very comfortable, and they do crease. I did steam them before I turned this on. They do crease a tiny bit here, but nothing bad. All right, we're getting down the pile. Same fabric, different pattern. These are lounge pants from Green Style Creations. I just wanted comfortable pants for spring. I'll put in pictures of them here. I like them. I probably could have gone down a size, and I don't know if I like the wide leg or not. I'm tempted to go back in and make them narrower. But if I'm gonna do that, honestly, I may as well just take them apart entirely and cut them down a size. So I don't know, it's been too hot to wear these, so I'm honestly just kind of biding my time until fall. I did like, I decided to tea stain the twill tape that I had to make it a little more the same color, because I only had a light one. And I've got a zipper in there. They're very simple, but they're very clean, and it's a good, you know, it's a good solid pattern that you could use. I could also use these for shorts. Yeah, so I will link those below. again, I might even wash these and dry them again before fall. These ones haven't been broken in quite as much as this. And now that I see how great this is, I think I probably wanna break these in a bit more. So if you guys remember my haul from Guthrie and Ghani, which I'll link if I remember where it is, I loved everything that I got from Guthrie and Ghani. I have to say it was totally worth the bit of a hassle ordering from England, and the quality of everything I got from there was excellent. And so, you know, it's a little bit like Blackbird fabrics. I kind of think of them as the Blackbird of the UK. That's a huge compliment from me. That's all I'm saying, because I love Blackbird and I miss them very much. So I had just less than a meter. I had 90 centimeters of this beautiful blue with a white pin dot t-shirting, like heavy-ish t-shirting. And I wanted, of course, to get a little set out of it. I think I spent £6 or €6, one or the other, on this fabric. So in order to get a little set, I had to be a little creative, which I love to do. And I used some leftover just plain sky blue for the edges of these two pieces. So first of all, I have these little shorts. This is a free pattern. This is the Yoggers from Petite Stitchery. And this pattern rocks. It's awesome. I love it. Ooh, there's a little stain on there. This pattern rocks. I've already made a pair for my daughter. I've already cut 2 more for her, and I really look forward to making a pair of full joggers for myself for fall. I love that I don't have to put elastic in the waistband of these, and yet they still stay up. The crotch is where I want it to be, which does not always happen for me with trouser patterns or jogger patterns. That's the other thing with the Nicole Nita trousers, is the crotch line for me is perfect. I just estimated how long I wanted them to be, and no, that's not true. No, that's not true. For this one, I did use that. They do have a line on the pattern for shorts. For me, it was a tiny bit too short for what I was looking for. So rather than turning up the hem an inch, I only just did a baby hem and turned it up just a little bit. They're so comfortable. I love them. They're so comfortable. Highly recommend this free pattern. And then lastly of this set is this cute little top that I made to go with it. So if you guys remember when I did the Pattern Emporium lounge dress, which would have been a year ago now, maybe a little longer. Ooh, my battery's about to go. I'm gonna talk fast. This is the top portion of that. I literally just took the front part. I didn't even think about getting the back part as well. I just got the front part. I took the front part, I cut it. I cut the shortest sleeve, and I added, again, this thing at the bottom, the band at the bottom in the regular sky blue. I'm really happy with my top stitching. That turned out really well. I used my double needle. I also, with this, did not cut their neckband. I cut a neckband to the right width, and then I only did one shoulder, and then I just did the loop around, just tugging on it a little bit, just giving it a bit of tension all the way around, cut it off, and then included it in the... Now, I could, if I really wanted to be super neat, I could like open that up and stitch down either side, but I probably won't, because this is just a lounge outfit. But anyway, highly recommend that pattern because it's so versatile, and I love, love, love this top. Okay, now I've got to get through all my clothes to find the last two. The last two are bags. I don't do bags very often, but I hope that you'll like these. I think you will. All right, I have, my battery ran out, so I'm coming here. I have 2 bags. I have this one, which I love, and this is a log cabin block of quilting that I made just for fun last fall. And then I took a couple of colors that I have on hand that I really like, and I just put them together with a zipper, and then on the inside is this gray fabric. I use this as a sweater bag. It's big enough for sweaters. And then from the leftovers of that, I made this bag, and I did what's called an improv block here. So I just used tiny little pieces and did an improv block. If I could go back, I probably would not have this part on the bottom so that the bag ends here. It's a little bit taller than what I originally intended, but it's still great. I still really like it. Again, the zipper, same lining, and then it has its own little case. This is the half. It has its own little case here. This one I actually did quilting batting. What do you call it? Like the iron-on quilt batting. And I used a contrasting zipper and a little bit of fabric inside as a lining, and I keep kind of my notions and stuff in here. It's got a little tag on this tab on the side, and yeah, so that's it. Those are all of my makes that you haven't seen. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen all of these before. So do follow me on Instagram if you want to get a preview of what you're going to see on my channel, because generally I finish something and the first thing I want to do is photograph it, and it's just a lot easier to put it up on Instagram than to take the time to record and edit and then put it up on YouTube. And so sometimes you'll see something on Instagram a few weeks before you'll see it here on YouTube. Remember that I am giving away a copy of the Nita trousers, so if you would like to try that pattern, please do comment below and let me know how you would make it, what color, what length, what fabric, and remember to come back next week to see if you won or not. All right, you guys, that's all for me. My battery has died like 3 times, so I gotta get out of here so I can edit this and get it up for you to see. I hope that wherever you are, the sun is shining and you are sewing, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.